The last homestand of the regular season starts tonight. The Nats' postseason destiny hangs in the balance with 8 games left in a sprint to the finish. Phillies in town for the first 5, holding on to their own slim playoff hopes. Patrick Corbin faces Zach Eflin. Game 1 on a warm night in D.C.
All right, everybody, a warm night indeed. We are at the last homestand of the season. Nationals have finished up on the road. They have completed all their road games. As I finished up the Cardinals series, the last video in this replay was the first game against the Cardinals, which they lost to the Cardinals. And then they proceeded to split the last 2. So they lost 2 or 3 of the Cardinals. Then they had a 3-game trip in Miami, but I figured Miami is not good for viewing, so I played all those offline, and the Nationals actually lost 2 of 3. They lost the first 2, had to salvage the last one. And what I also did in the standings is, instead of penalizing the Braves for losing those 4 games to the Nationals, I went ahead with the actual, I'm going to keep the actual records of all the teams, except, of course, for the Nationals. That will change based on what they do in the replay. But I decided to go ahead and keep everybody the way they were. So in this instance, Atlanta in real life in this date was 96-61. The Nationals were 85-69 in real life, but I'm 92-62 in the replay, so I'm +7 right now, which is 2.5 games back. And of course, the Mets and Phillies and Miami are way, way back. Looking at the actual, now what would be the actual wild card standings, the Nationals would be 92-62, which means they have a 7-game lead on Milwaukee. But more importantly, an 11-game lead on the Cubs to get because the top 2 get the wild card spot. So it looks for all the world like we're going to have, unless Washington can catch the Atlanta Braves these last 8 games, it looks all the world we're going to have a Milwaukee-Washington wild card game just like it was in real life. All right, this game is being played on a Monday night, September the 23rd, 2019. I'm recording this on a Tuesday night. I believe it's October the 26th. I'm going to post this on October the 28th, that Thursday night, or Thursday during the day, probably during the day, I would imagine, probably lunchtime Thursday. As you know, a lot of times, a lot of my videos lately have been the Stratomatic 1982 replay. So World Series Game 1 of that's going to be posted on Saturday, probably around 2 o'clock. Is Game 1 will be Kansas City at Montreal, as Montreal, the National League got the home field advantage in the 1982 World Series, so the National League will host Games 1 and 2, and then if necessary, Games 6 and 7, with 3, 4, and 5 being in Kansas City. There will be a DH because they had a DH in 1982. All right, starters for today's game, as was mentioned on the pregame, Patrick Corbin against Zach Eflin. All right, as I like to do to start each series, put who's on the roster for each team, particularly the opposing team. The Nationals kind of stay the same. But we're looking at the Phillies, and on their bench they have 4 lefties. They have Jay Bruce, they have Brad Miller, they have Logan Morrison, and they also have Nick Williams, all from the left side. 4 lefties, 5 right-handers, Michael Franco, JT Realmuto, Phil Gosselin, Sean Rodriguez, and another catcher that I've never heard of before. I guess it's pronounced Davey Grulin. I don't know, never heard of him. He's a PDF guy. I had to print PDF. All right, so we'll get to the Phillies bullpen. Well, I'll go ahead and show those without the messing with the score sheet. They do have a total of 4 lefties in their bullpen. They have Austin Davis, Ranger Suarez, Cole Irvin, and Jose Alvarez. And then they have 5 right-handers, Mike Morin, Udubre Ramos, Edgar Garcia, Blake Parker, who they got from the Twins, and then their closer, Hector Neris. So those are the bullpen and benches for both teams. Starting lineup for the Phillies, it's Segura, Harper, Kingery, Hoskins, a guy I'd never heard of before, Perella, and his name is Jose Perella. He had 22 at-bats on the season, but he did start this game. Cesar Hernandez, Hazley, Knapp, and Eflin. Defensively for the Nationals, Soto, Robles, and Eaton in the outfield, Rendon, Turner, Cabrera, Kendrick in the infield, Gomes catching Corbin. Corbin on the replay through 31 starts. He is 14-7 with a 4.39 ERA. 182 and 2/3 innings, 165 hits, 95 runs, 89 of them earned, 77 walks, and 190 strikeouts. So that's where we stand heading into this game. Patrick Corbin has already matched his win total and loss total for the season, 14-7, 14-7, but an ERA that's a full point, like 1.4 higher than he did in real life. So he's just getting a lot of good run support. That's helping him out, but he hasn't pitched as well as he did in real life for sure. All right, so I think we're ready to go. Got our dice right here, and I think everything is ready to go. All the prelims are out of the way. So just to, help me out and be less confusing, I went ahead and kept the actual standings. So Washington is 2.5 games behind Atlanta, and Nationals have, I believe, 8 games left, where Atlanta only has 5 games left. So they got some catching up to do, but they can do it. It's possible, depending on how they do against the Phillies. And then the last 4 games of the season, or 3 games of the season, I forget which. Actually, it's the last 3 games of the season against the Indians. They'll come to Nats Park to play as well. All right, ready to go. Patrick Corbin finishing up the warm-up tosses. Will face Gene Segura. And game number 155 in the replay is underway. 4-6 for Corbin's possible error. Go to Segura. 1-2 is a question mark 7 against the lefty. It goes to 19. That's a 1. It'll be a single. But now we got to roll for an error with it, because we already used the D20 for this, so now we got to use it for the error. Soto's only a 1 error rating, so this has to be a 1 to be an error. Anything else it is not, so it is not. But it is a base hit to left field for Gene Segura. He leads off with a base hit. He's got an attempt of 2, so we'll see if he can get a jump. He can, 1. That gets him a jump. 17 is his attempt to steal. Corbin adds 1. Gomes subtracts 1, so it stays a 17. And it's a 17, so he barely gets in there under the tag, but he does make it. Stolen base for Segura. He is at second base with nobody out for Bryce Harper. Harper up in the number 2 spot in this game. And let's check a strategy roll for pickoff for Corbin. Nothing happening. Corbin to Harper, lefty on lefty. 2-6, that's a strikeout plus to a lefty, and he got him. So a big strikeout there to get Harper out without Segura moving up anymore. So Segura remains at second with 1 out, and Scott Kingery, third baseman, will step to the plate. And we'll get a strategy roll again for Corbin, checking for pickoff, and that's a 1. We're not really going to try to steal with Segura, I don't believe. So we're gonna keep it right where it is. 3-4, and that's a range play. Infield was back with the runner at second, so it is a range play on Kingery's card. 5-2 is a ground ball to third. Range of Rendon is a 4. 1-4, he makes the play. And he does. So Rendon will make the play. Segura has to hold. 2 down, and that's going to send up Rhys Hoskins, first baseman. Corbin has to be careful with Hoskins. Nothing on the havoc. 6-1, strikeout plus, and he got him. How about that? Corbin pitches around that leadoff single and stolen base. So for the Phillies, no runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. Go to the bottom of the first. It's the Phillies nothing, and the Nationals coming to bat. And right-hander Zach Eflin will be your starter. And the Nationals lineup, it'll be Turner, Eaton, Rendon, Soto, Kendrick, Cabrera, Robles, Gomes, and Corbin. In the bullpen, I already did the bullpen for the Phillies, didn't I? Or did I? Yeah, I did the bullpen already for the Phillies. Never mind. All right, so we look ahead, since I got it on this side of the page. Doubleheader tomorrow. All these will be offline. Doubleheader tomorrow. Parker and Ross, a couple of openers going there. Game 2 is the big boys, Nola and Scherzer. And then on Thursday the 25th, or Wednesday the 25th, it'll be Smiley against Sanchez. And on Thursday the 26th, Vargas against Strasburg. And then 27th through the 29th, they got 3 games against the Cleveland Indians to finish out the regular season. And then it looks like all intents and purposes, they're going to host the Brewers in the wild card game, just as they did in real life. So we'll see how that all plays out. All right, leading off for the Nationals will be shortstop Trey Turner. Comes to the game hitting .278, which is 20 points below what he was doing there. But his power numbers are up. 21 homers, 63 runs driven in. Eflin to Turner. 1-2 is a range play. We go to Turner. 1-3, fly to right. So we got a range play for Harper. He's a 4. And Harper makes the play. I like to circle those range plays when they're successful. So Harper takes a hit away from Turner, potentially extra base hits away from Turner. And here's Adam Eaton hitting 246, 13 homers, 64 driven in. 4-2, and that is a walk plus chance, and it certainly will be a walk to Eaton, and he's definitely underperformed as far as his batting average. 279 here to 246. Power number's about the same. So Eaton draws the leadoff, or not leadoff walk, but a 1-out walk. His attempt is a 2. And he cannot get the jump, so he will stand pat. Rendon's certainly not going to be bunting. Rendon comes to this game hitting 286, which is well below his 319 average, but his power numbers are a little bit up, 33 and 104. So power numbers are pretty good. Average is a little bit down. Strikeouts are way up, and I'll talk about that when I review the end of season stats and give you my final opinion on the accuracy of inside pitch. All right, so right now, Eflin will be facing Rendon. 2-4, that's a strikeout chance, and this is typical right here. This is classic Rendon in this replay. He gets a strikeout chance on the pitcher. He's got a very low number, but the D20 gets him every time. I don't know how many times that's happened to Rendon. He has struck out way more than he did in real life, and it's just a bad break for Rendon. He's had he's just been snake bitten by those low D20 rolls that are getting him every time. All right, here's Juan Soto. First we'll roll for the Havoc. Nothing happening. Soto hitting 288, which is right around his average, but his power numbers are way up. 39 homers, 115 driven in. Eflin 4-5, that's a strikeout chance, but 15 is too high. See, right there, Soto's got a higher strikeout rate than Rendon has, 10-5, twice as much, but he didn't strike out because the D20 was more cooperative, so Soto gets a break. And he gets the swing. 1-3 is a star of 5. Fly to center. Innings over. So nothing doing for the Nats. They get a walk and nothing else. Leave a man on. We go to the second. No score from Nats Park. Final 8 games of the regular season before the presumable wild card game against the Brewers. All right, so now the guy I never heard of before, I think I might have heard him once before. Jose Perella. He'll step up against Patrick Corbin. 1-4. It's a double question mark against right-handers. 1-9's an out, but that's an 11. So Perella will swing. 6-5, and he grounds it right back to Corbin for out number 1. Brings up the switch-hitting Cesar Hernandez, second baseman. Corbin, 5-5, possible error on a ground ball. 4-6, that's a single to right field. Eaton's a 4, and that's a 4, but it's a single to right, so we're not really checking an error, I don't believe, on Eaton. I'll double check that. Let's see. Let me check what the new charts have to say. Been playing so much strat now, I got to recalculate to inside pitch. All right, so a single, let's see, failed error on a single to right. All right, it says hit and boots ball. Roll 1d6 versus the ABR of the runner. If the higher than the ABR, the runner advances 1 extra base. Otherwise, advances 2 extra bases. Wow. Hernandez is a 2. And that is a 2. So let's see here. If higher than ABR, advances 1 extra base. So he's going to go 2 extra bases because it's not higher. So it's going to be a 2-base error on Eaton, the way I'm reading it. I hope I'm doing that right. Because he was a 4, and that is a 4. And I believe the odd numbers only come in on fly balls, not on ground ball singles. So it's a single plus a 2-base error on Eaton. That puts Hernandez to third base with 1 out. They will bring the infield in for lefty center fielder Adam Hazley. Strategy roll for Corbin, checking a pickoff, nothing happens. 4-2, and that's a blank. I'm sorry, that's a single, which he's not tired, so it is a blank. We go to Hazley. 3-5, and that's a star 2. Ground ball to short, and Hernandez doesn't run very well with the infield in. He's actually a 0, so he cannot advance. He will have to hold there. So 2 away, and that brings up Knapp. Not a very good hitter, but I've been burned so many times with first base open or with the runner on second, and open, but he's on third, but the pitcher is next. So what do you do with Knapp? You know what? They're going to take their chances and pitch to Knapp because they really want to have Eflin lead off next inning. So they're going to take that gamble and pitch to Knapp. Might be a mistake. Let's see, 4-4. Strikeout plus, so I guess it wasn't a mistake. He got him. And Corbin gets out of that mess. No runs, a hit, 1 error, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second. Still no score here from Nationals Park. Eflin back out off the on-deck circle. He's back out and ready to face Howie Kendrick, first baseman. Kendrick on the season hitting .309, which is well below his .344 average. But his power numbers are up, 22 and 79 versus 17 and 62. So what he hasn't gotten in base hits, he's made up for in power. 2-6 is a blank. We go to Kendrick. 2-1, it's a ground ball to third, and Kingery is there, 1 away. And Kendrick's batting average will continue to suffer. Here's Asdrubal Cabrera, midseason acquisition from Texas, hitting .275, 4 homers, 19 driven in. 6-4 to a switch hitter, but it's a possible error. So we'll go to Cabrera. 5-5 is the ground ball to second. We're checking the error of Hernandez. He is a 5, but that's a 15, so no error there. Hernandez makes the play. 2 up and 2 down. Brings up Victor Robles, center fielder. He's hitting .250, so he's gotten his average way up. He was down in the Mendoza area not that long ago. He's at .250, which is pretty close to .255. 13 homers, 61 driven in, so not too far off that. Eflin, 6-1, range play. Go to Robles. 1-4, ground ball to third, checking the range of Kingery. He's a 5, so good chance he gets to this one. And he does, so Kingery makes the play, and the inning is over, 3 up and 3 down. We go to the third, no score from Nats Park on a Monday night in 2019, September the 23rd to be exact. First of a 5-game series where the next 2 games are a doubleheader on the 24th. All right, so Zach Eflin will lead off, and that was the strategy where they pitched to Knapp, didn't walk him so they could face Eflin to lead off. Corbin, 3-3, strikeout chance, and he got him. So 1 away, as that takes care of Eflin. Flip the order over again. Top of the order for Segura. Single, stole second his first time up, but was stranded there. 5-4, and that's a strikeout plus, and he got him. So Corbin gets the K, gets the strikeout right there. Here's Bryce Harper. 1-2, strikeout chance, got him. So Corbin strikes out the side here in the third. Nothing doing for the Phils. And we go to the bottom of the third. And it'll be Yan Gomes to lead it off, the catcher. Yan Gomes hitting .249, so well above his .223 average. 11 homers, 49 RBIs, pretty well in line with his numbers there, but he's doing a lot better average-wise. Eflin, 1-6 is a blank to a righty. Go to Gomes, 6-4, and star 4 is a fly to left. Hauled in by Perella, 1 down. That brings up the pitcher, Corbin. And Corbin, on the replay, no homers, 6 RBIs, and a 102 average. He had .092 in real life. He had a 102 now, which totals 6 out of 59. He had 65 at bats. Right now he's got 59. So I believe he has 2 more, this start and 1 more. So let's see how he does. Eflin, 1-3. That's a home run chance, but of course, Corbin has no home run power, so he will swing away. 5-2, grounds it to first. Hoskins to the bag himself, 2 down. And that flips it over to Trey Turner. Flew out to right his first chance as Harper made a nice catch on a range check to take a hit away. 5-1's a strikeout chance, but that's too high. It's a 9 versus an 8, and the stadium doesn't do anything to it. Turner will swing, 6-2, and he flies to left, and again, Perella's there. Inning's over, 3 up and 3 down. So not much offense in this game so far. We go to the top of the fourth. No score. And it'll be Kingery, Hoskins, and Perella due up for the Phillies against Corbin. Corbin has struck out the last 4 he has faced going back to Knapp in the second inning. 2-1, possible error on the throw, so no strikeout here. 5-1, star 2, ground ball to short. Turner's a 7, but that's a 16, so there's no error on the throw. It will be just a standard ground out. 1 away for Rhys Hoskins. 1-4, double question mark. 1 to 9 is a star line, and we got a 1, so it is a star line. Let's see what the star line is. It's a ground ball to first. Kendrick will take it to the bag himself. 2 down for Mr. Perella. Hit it weakly back to Corbin his first time. 5-1's a walk plus, though. This time he gets a base on balls. Gets himself on base with a walk. He has no attempt, so we're not going to do anything there. We'll do a pickoff chance for Corbin if he can roll the 20, and he could not. So here we go with Cesar Hernandez. 1-6 strikeout chance. 15's too high. We go to Hernandez. 2-2 fly to left, hauled in by Soto. Innings over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. Mr. Perella. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still no score. Zach Eflin back out. We'll be facing Eaton, Rendon, and Soto. Eaton walked his first chance, but was stranded at first base. 2-2, home run question mark. And against lefties, it's a 1 to 7. That passes. So Eaton has a 1 to 6 chance of a home run. A 1 to 6. It's gone. 17, nope, not gone, but he will swing. 3-4, and he's going to single to center field. So he doesn't hit homer, but he does hit a leadoff single. So Eaton's aboard. He's got an attempt of 2. And nothing's happening, so he can't get a jump. That'll bring up Rendon. Tough luck strikeout his last time up. Eflin, 4-2. That's a blank to a righty, so Rendon will swing. 1-2, single to left field. So base hit. Now Perella's a +2. And let's see. To go from first to third on a single to left, you lose 2, so that cancels that out, but Eaton's still a 5. So 1 to 5, anything other than a 6, Eaton makes it to third base. And he does. So Eaton will make it to third base because Perella has such a bad arm and Eaton runs so well. So runners are at the corners. Runners are at the corners with nobody out. Strategy roll for Eflin, nothing happening. Here's Juan Soto. Question is here, do you play for a double play or do you play the infield in? I think to try to avoid a big inning, he's got a 2 double play rating. Play halfway, it makes it a 3. So good chance, decent chance for a double play. So I think they're going to play back for a double play. Eflin to Soto, 2-1. Could be a strikeout though, but 18 is too much. So Soto will swing. 2-5, star 4. That's a fly to left. Could be a sacrifice fly. His sacrifice fly rating is a 2. But it's not going to pass. So now we're looking at Eaton. Eaton's going to score automatically because of the +2 and the 5, so I didn't even have to check it. It's an automatic sacrifice fly because you're up to a 7 at that point. So I really didn't have to check that. Soto gets the sacrifice fly. Gets his 116th RBI. And that'll bring up Kendrick with the Nationals taking a 1-0 lead. Nothing on the Havoc. 4-5, that's a strikeout chance. That's a 6, but he's a 5, so he does not strike out, so Kendrick will swing. 1-2, star 6, fly to right, that's 2 down. And that brings up Asdrubal Cabrera. Oh, sorry, forgot to do the strategy roll, my bad. To 10, nothing happening. Eflin 6-6, strikeout chance, got him. So that's going to do it for the Nationals, but they do get a run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. At the end of 4, it's Washington 1 and the Phillies nothing. Game 1 of 5. 5-game set here and a 3-game set against the Indians to finish the season. All right. Adam Hazley will lead things off for the Phillies to start the bottom of the 5th, or top of the 5th rather. Hazley grounded to short his first time up. Corbin 5-4, strikeout plus chance, and he's going to get him. Kind of hard to beat that strikeout plus thing. So strikeout for Corbin. Here comes Knapp. He struck out his first time up. 1-2 is a strikeout, but that's too much. Go to Knapp. 5-6, he's going to ground it to Turner. Out number 2. And that will send up the pitcher, Zach Eflin. Corbin 6-6, that's a walk plus. But he won't do it because he's got no walks. The plus makes him a 10. 14 is too high, so there's no walk there. Eflin will swing 4-5, and he's going to ground it right back to Corbin to end the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning once again for Corbin. And through 5 innings, he is shutting out the Phillies as the Nationals lead at 1-0. But Eflin is pitching well as well, just not getting any run support. All right, here is Victor Robles. He will lead things off. He grounded to third his first time up. That is a 5-3 here. It looks kind of sloppy, but it is a 5-3. I got to add this game to the computer later, so I want to make sure I get it right so I know what I'm adding. All right, Robles, 3-3, and that's a walk chance to a righty, and he will draw the leadoff walk. So leadoff walk for Robles. Now he's got a chance to get a jump on a 5 or less. He cannot. So Robles will hold. Here comes Yan Gomes. Infield looking to turn 2. 1-3. That's a straight up home run chance, but Gomes is only an 8. That's a 19, so there will be no home run, but Gomes will swing. 5-4. That's a fly to left, and there's one away. Had he gotten it, he would have gotten his 12th home run just as he did in real life, but maybe he'll get that against... He's got 7 other games besides this one to get that, so we'll see. Strategy roll there, nothing going... Oh, 20, I'm sorry. It's a 1-3 pickoff chance. 14, he gets back. So Robles gets back, and that'll bring up Corbin. With 1 out already, do you try to bunt with Corbin? You know what? They're going to have Corbin swing away. 3-4, and that's a potential wild pitch, but that's a 20, so no wild pitch, just ball 1. 5-5, home run chance, but of course he got 0 home run power, so we'll go to Corbin. 4-4 for Corbin. Look at this, question mark 8. 1-14, that's a 10. That's a double for Corbin, so that's why I didn't have him bunt. I had a feeling that he might do something. That's a double to center field. Hazley's got a 0 arm. Robles is a 4. Double to center, you add 1, makes him a 5. A 1 to anything other than 6, and Robles will score. And he does. So how about that, folks? I was going to kind of concede the inning, have Corbin bunt him up to second base with 2 outs, but decided to let Corbin swing, and he comes through with a double. Wow. That is RBI number 7 for Corbin. He only had 4 on the season. So Corbin comes through big time. Nationals now lead at 2-0. And strategy roll for a pickoff on Corbin. Probably not going to happen. All right, here is Turner. Eflin, 3-5 is a range play at Nationals Park. First time I can remember going to Nationals Park in this game. But it is a ranged play there. 1-6, that's a home run to the pull side. You won't talk about a range play if he makes it. But that's a 10, that's a 15, so no home run. But since it's a range play, it could be a double to the pull side to left field. So Perella is only a 2. He needs a 1 or 2 to make this play. Otherwise, it's a double. And he can't make it. It's a double. It's a failed range play on Perella. So back-to-back doubles as Corbin scores. It's now 3-0 Nationals. As Turner gets the RBI double. And that brings up Adam Eaton. And now the bullpen for the Phillies starting to stir a little bit. Nothing on the havoc. Here's Adam Eaton. 5-6. That's a strikeout chance. 17 is too high. We go to Eaton. 4-4. Ground ball to short. 2 down. Now Turner. His BR is a 3. Nope. He's got a hold there. So not going to happen. Although it was a 6. So I guess he's supposed to move up on that, isn't he? Let me check the charts and see what the newest charts things say on this. Make sure I'm not messing this up. Run on second. Let's see here. Runner advances to third base. Oh, and ball hit to third. All right, see, runner holds on ball hit to short or third. Otherwise, advance to third. If roll is higher than the BR of the runner. So it was higher, so I don't think the fact it was 6 matters. It's just higher than his BR, so he has to hold. That's the way I'm interpreting that. So it's 2 down. Turner still at second for Rendon. Strategy roll for Eflin. Nothing happening. Here's Rendon. 2-4. Another strikeout chance. And again, the low D20 The low D20 gets Rendon again, and he's pissed. But that's just what happens in this game. And like I said, I'll talk about that at the end of the season. But strikeout there ends the inning. But for the Nationals, they get 2 runs. They do it on 2 hits. There were no errors, and they left 1 on base. So at the end of 5, it is Washington 3 and the Phillies nothing. And Corbin back out, and he'll be facing the top of the order, Segura, Harper, and Kingery. Segura to lead it off against Corbin. 4-6, that's a possible error. We'll go to Segura, 6-6. Ground ball to short. He's a 7, but that's a 15, so Turner does make the play. 1 down for Bryce Harper. He struck out twice. Corbin, 5-5, a possible error on a ground ball. 2-5, that's a fly to center, so no error to worry about. 2 down, and that brings up Kingery. Corbin to Kingery, 1-5, range play. Go to Kingery, 2-5, star 5, and that's a fly to center. So we're checking the range of Robles. He's a 3. And he makes the play, so Robles takes the hit away. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Patrick Corbin. He's thrown 6 shutout innings at the Phillies. And now coming up for the Nationals will be Soto, Kendrick, and Cabrera, but I think that's going to be it for Zach Eflin. He's going to be done for the day. So Zach Eflin will leave, and the Phillies will go to one of the lefties out of the bullpen. With the lefty Soto coming up, they will go to Ranger Suarez. So Ranger Suarez, the lefty, will be coming on. Close the book on Eflin. He goes 5 innings, gives up 4 hits and 3 runs. All are earned. He walked 2. He walked Eaton and Robles. That's 2 walks. Struck out 1, 2, 3. Struck out Rendon twice on those low D20 rolls, and also got Cabrera once. So 3 strikeouts there. So that's the line on Eflin. 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and of course, he is, unless the Phillies rally, he will take the loss. So now Ranger Suarez will be up to face Juan Soto. So Soto will lead it off. Sacrifice fly in his last trip to the plate. 2-3, and that's a ball 1 on a wild pitch. Try again. 6-1, it's blank. We go to Soto. 2-1, it's a single to center field for Soto. His first hit of the game. So the lefty on lefty thing didn't work out too well for him. Soto has an attempt of 1, and strategy rolls are still in play. Nothing happening. So here's Kendrick, first baseman, 0 for 2. 1-1, it's a straight up home run chance. Kendrick's an 11, that's a 19, so it fails. So Kendrick will not add to his power numbers, but he will swing. 2-1, ground ball to third, could be a double play. He's a 2, they're halfway, makes it a 3. Nothing anywhere else, so it's a 1-3 for a double play. It's a 5, so that means we've got a fielder's choice. 5-4 as they retire Soto. Kendrick, the new runner, he has an attempt of 1, but nothing happening. So that brings up Cabrera, second baseman. Suarez to Cabrera. 4-4 is a strikeout chance, but against a lefty, that's too high. Go to Cabrera. 1-2, ground ball to first. This could be a double play, but it's only going to be a 2 because when you hit the first, you don't get the extra boost for being halfway. That's one of the newer rules. So we stick with that 2. That's all. It requires a 1-2 to be a double play, and it's not going to be. So in the old way, that would have been a double play, but in the new rules, it is not. So it's a 3-6 fielder's choice. Cabrera, the new runner. His attempt is a 1. And he gets a 1. So how about that? Cabrera's going to get a chance to steal. He's a 20. -1's a 19. So anything other than a 20, he makes it. And he does. In fact, it's a 2, so it's a possible throwing error on Knapp. And his error rating is a 12. I know it's hard to see in parentheses, but his throwing error is a 12. And it's 14, so it's not going to be a throwing error. It will be stopped by Hernandez. So he was able to prevent the overthrow, but it is a stolen base for Cabrera. He's in scoring position with 2 outs for Victor Robles. And now they have it for the balk chance. Nothing happening. Suarez to Robles, 5-2 strikeout chance, and he got him. That's going to end the inning, and that's going to do it for probably do it for Suarez. We'll see. Depends on if he comes up to bat or not. For the Nationals, no runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. We've played 6. It's still 3-0 Washington, and Corbin is scheduled to bat second next inning, so he may try to get 7 innings if he can. His fatigue is a 24 batter faced. He has faced 21. So if he pitches well, he can finish the inning. We'll see how it goes. Rhys Hoskins, and the bullpen is loosening for the Nationals. They do have a right-hander in the bullpen, and they do have right-hander Wander Suero loosening in the bullpen in case he's needed. Corbin to Hoskins, 5-1's a walk plus. Not a good start for Corbin. You don't want to have leadoff walks going on, giving free bases away. Hoskins has no attempt to steal, but there is a chance for a pickoff, but nothing's happening. So now Perella is up, and I think they're going to pinch hit for Perella. I think it's only the fair thing to do, is try to get a better hitter out there for the Phillies. Most of their good hitters that play the outfield are left-handed, but let's see if we can get a right-hander up there to hit. If that's any better. Well, they got Phil Gosselin. He's gonna take over in left field because his fielding is actually better than Perella's. So Gosselin will be the pinch hitter, and he'll stay in the game to play left field. So Gosselin is up, and he's going to be playing left field, but he's pinch hitting right here against Corbin. So Corbin to Gosselin, 6-4, and that's a straight-up home run chance, but he has no power. Now, did Perella have any power? Perella had a 10. So if I had not pinch hit for Perella, he would have hit a 2-run homer. I'm sorry. I was just trying to do what I thought Gabe Kapler would do, but oh well. It happens. I went for the better average. He hits 262, whereas Perella only hits 182. So I was going with a better average hitter. But since there's no home run, he still gets to swing. 5-6, ground ball to first. Could be a double play. He's a 3. 1-3 is a double play. And it's a 2, so how about that? Talk about the bad luck. Instead of a 2-run homer, it's a 3-6-3 double play. No, this is not rigged, folks. I was just going for the better average, and just the dice just didn't cooperate. All right, 2 down for Cesar Hernandez. 2-4, and that is a strikeout plus. So he got him. That's the way Corbin's going to probably end the inning or end his appearances, because that's batter number 24, and he would be tired the rest of the way if he wanted to keep going. But he is scheduled to bat second, so they're going to go ahead and pull Corbin after 7 innings. He goes 7 innings, gives up just the 2 hits with no runs. And let's see, he walked 1, 2. So he walked 2, struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Struck out 8. So an outstanding performance for Patrick Corbin. 7 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. He's going to definitely lower that ERA, and he's looking, unless the bullpen really blows it, he's looking for his 15th win. All right. Now, Suarez will stay in there since he only faced 4 batters. He can face 6. So he's going to stay in there, at least for now. But bullpen activity is going for the Phillies, as they do have right-handed action in their bullpen. They do have the right-hander. Looks like a Dubre Ramos is loosening in the bullpen for the Phillies. Right now, it is Yan Gomes. Before we worry about a pinch hitter, we got to get Yan Gomes in there. So Yan Gomes will get the lead things off. He's flown out to left twice. 1-6 strikeout chance too high. We go to Gomes. 6-6 single past third base. So Yan Gomes a leadoff single. And now let's see what the Nationals do for their pinch hitting. They will bring in Ryan Zimmerman to pinch hit, and that might constitute the move by Gabe Kapler to bring in the righty to face Zimmerman, because Zimmerman doesn't hit well against righties, nowhere near as well as he does against lefties. So they're going to pull Suarez, and they will go to right-hander Dubre Ramos for the Phillies. So Ramos is in to try to keep everything in check as best he can. Suarez goes 1 inning plus, and he gives up 2 hits. Can't say about the runs because Gomes is his responsibility. No walks and a strikeout. So Ramos is on to face Zimmerman. And let's see, there is no strategy roll, I don't think. Let's see, Gomes, can he get a stolen base? Does he have an attempt? Gomes. Yep, he's got an attempt of 1, so we'll try it. Nothing happening. Got to write this up there. 7th inning stretch. Forgot to do the 7th inning stretch. I was in such a groove. But we'll keep going. I feel like keep going. Ramos to Zimmerman. 4-1. Blank. Almost a home run chance. That would have been a home run, but 4-1 is a blank. We go to Zimmerman. 2-1 is a star 2. Fly to left. Zimmerman is retired. 1 away. And that brings up the top of the order in Trey Turner. And Wander Suero will take over in the 8th inning. Ramos, 4-5, strikeout chance. 9 is too high, so Turner does not strike out. 5-1, he lines it to second. Cesar Hernandez grabs it. 2 down, and that's going to bring up Adam Eaton. Ramos to Eaton, 1-4, strikeout chance too high again. We'll go to Eaton. 2-6, grounder to third, and Kingery's got it to end the inning. No runs a hit, no errors, and a man left. So Suarez gives up nothing in his 1+ innings of relief. Ramos is also done. He went 1 inning and gave up nothing. They'll bring up a new pitcher in the in the bottom of the 8th for the Phillies. They'll have a new pitcher going. So we go to the 8th. It is still 3-0 favor of the Nationals. And now we need a new pitcher for the Nationals. And of course, that is the aforementioned Wander Suero. So Suero is on, but Doolittle is loosening in the bullpen in case Suero runs into trouble. Wander Suero is on, and he'll be facing Hazley, Knapp, and a pinch hitter. And the pinch hitter, they got lots of lefties on the bench, so they will go to Brad Miller. So the Phillies are thinking it's Miller time. And I think they're going to pinch hit for Knapp as well. I think they're going to use Realmuto pinch hit for Knapp. So they're going to have Hazley, Realmuto, and Miller due up here in the 8th inning. Hazley, Realmuto, and Miller. And of course, Realmuto will stay in the game to catch. All right, so here we go. Top of the 8th. Suero in. 3-0 Nats. After a wonderful performance by Corbin, Suero in the bullpen trying to keep it that way. 5-4, that's a strikeout plus, so that's a good start for Suero. 1 away, and now the pinch hitter JT Realmuto is up. 6-4 is the ballpark card. So we go to Nats Park. 5-3, that's a double to right field by Realmuto. A pinch hit double for Realmuto. Can't really blame Suero. That was off the ballpark card. And now here's Brad Miller, and Doolittle is loosening in the bullpen. He would face Harper if it gets to that. Right now, strategy roll for Suero, but nothing's happening. Here's Miller, pinch hitting for the pitcher. 6-6, he's not tired, so there's no single there. Go to Miller. 3-3, ground ball to short. 2 down, and let's see, Realmuto, his BR is a 5, so he will most likely make it. And no, he doesn't. It's a 6, so he won't make it. He will hold at second base. So it's 2 down with a runner at second for Gene Segura. And this is the 4th batter for Suero, so if he does not get him out, they will bring in Doolittle to face Harper. So right now, Suero to Segura, 1. And let's see, we're not going to have Realmuto try to do anything, so we'll keep going. Suero, 1-5 is a blank to Segura. 3-6, star 2, that's a ground ball to second. Cabrera is there. Innings over. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left, so they waste to the double by Realmuto, the pinch hit double. And Suero pitches a clean 8th inning. So we go to the bottom of the 8th, and Sean Doolittle will be coming in to try to close it out for the Nationals in the top of the ninth unless the Nationals get a run. If they score a run, then won't be a save situation anymore, and they'll probably bring somebody else in. Right now, the Phillies need to bring somebody else in, and they will bring in Mike Morin. Another right-hander, Mike Morin. They brought in Ramos and now Morin, and Morin is on to face Rendon, Soto, and Kendrick. Here in the bottom of the eighth of a 3-0 game. Morin, 4-6, that's automatic out. So Rendon is going to be out of there. And he's going to be a fly to center. One away. Rendon is retired. Here's Soto. Morin, 3-2. And that's another. He's got a couple of star lines, and we found them both. So another out, automatic out, and it's a fly to left. So that's one of the, I guess, tough luck things in this game. Neither guy got a chance to swing on his own card. It was just an automatic out. So here's Morin against Kendrick. 1-3, did not find a star line this time. It's a blank. Kendrick 6-4, pops it to second. Hernandez is there. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Morin. So he makes quick work of the Nationals in the eighth. And now we go to the top of the ninth, and it's going to be Sean Doolittle time. He's got, I believe, 28 saves, if I'm not mistaken. What was his last save? I think it was, 28th save. He saved the final game of the Cardinal series. Did not pitch in the Miami series, or did not get any saves in the Miami series, I should say. So Sean Doolittle will be on to try to close the deal here in the ninth against the Phillies in the 3-0 game. And due up for the Phillies to be heart of the order, Harper, Kingery, and Hoskins. No pinch hitters here. This is everybody right here. Harper, Kingery, and Hoskins. That's what we're going with. So Bryce Harper, lefty on lefty against Doolittle. Harper's 0 for 3 with 2 Ks. 6-6 strikeout chance, 11, got him. Strikeout by Doolittle, and if he gets the save, it'll be his 29th. He'll match what he did on the season. Here's Kingery. 1-1 strikeout chance, that's a 3. He got him, so that's 2 down. Doolittle 1 out away from securing his 29th save and having a combined shutout in back of Corbin. Here is Hoskins. 3-3 is a walk plus, so he does walk Hoskins. 2-out walk to Hoskins. No strategy roll with a 3-run difference, so we're not worried about strategy roll. Goslin is your batter. He came in and pinch hit for Perella, so he's going to stay in there. It's a 262 hitter. We're not going to do anything else with that. 4-4 strikeout chance. He got him. So how about that? Other than the walk, it was a strikeout the side deal for Mr. Doolittle, and that's going to end the ball game. The Nationals pitching comes through, holding the Phillies to a mere 3 hits. Nationals didn't get a whole lot themselves. They had 3 runs. Let's see, the winner is Corbin, and his record goes to 15-7. I have no idea what the record is for Eflin. I don't have the computer up, so I don't know what his record is. I do know Doolittle just got his 29th save, which does match what he did in real life. All right, so no runs, 3 hits. There was an error on the Nationals, and that was on Adam Eaton. I don't think the Phillies had any errors. And let's see how many left on base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left on by the Phillies. Let's go to the Nationals. They only left 5 on, and they ended up with 6 hits. So there's your final line score. And I guess if you want to call the star of the game, would be Patrick Corbin with those 7 shutout innings of 2-hit baseball to really just crimp the Phillies offense and kind of get them off to a bad start in the series. Game 1 of 5, doubleheader in the next game tomorrow. So with the win, the Nationals improved to 93-62, so they're now 2 games behind the Braves, 1 back in the loss column. So recapping the line score for the Nationals: 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, and 5 left. Phillies: no runs, 3 errors, no error. No runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 5 left. Corbin the winner, 15-7. Eflin the loser. Doolittle his 29th save. Game 155 is in the books. We do have 7 games remaining in the season. And it'll be four more against the... Actually, this should have been game 154. I don't know why I said game 155. This is game 154, I do believe. Did I not add these right? No, it was game 155. Okay, I had it right the first time because they were 92 and 62. So, yep, so here we go. We are down to the wire. Well, it should be game 150. Something's not, I'll have to figure it out later. I don't know if it's game 154 or game 155 because I've got to check my win-loss record. I could be off by 1 here. It's not going to affect the wild card thing, I don't think, unless it affects them trying to catch Atlanta. But anyway, that's it from here. Nationals win it 3-0. Next video will be the first game of the Cleveland series. So I'm going to play the rest of the Philly series offline. And then the final regular season 3-game series against the Cleveland Indians. I'll pick one of those games and I'll pick the best pitching matchup basically out of the one of the 3. So we'll see how it plays out there. But here, Nationals win it. Phillies drop to 79 and 76 and pretty much drop out of everything. So they're pretty much done as far as trying to catch the wild card. Patrick Corbin gets his 15th win. Doolittle his 29th save. Don't forget that on Saturday will be game 1 of the 1982 Stratomatic World Series between the Kansas City Royals and the Montreal Expos from Olympic Stadium in Montreal. And so that's going to upload and present itself sometime Saturday afternoon. I'm going to try to get it around 2 o'clock, but we'll see how it plays out. But until then, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you happen to choose to play it. And as usual, I will see you all down the road.